let's go. Now we can start. Call to order the special common council meeting for Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Roll call, please. We can see you're here.
Wait, did I give you the right one?
It's not pretty, but
Yeah, well, I had the same problem. He rebooted it for one. And that helped.
okay, the gentleman from the 2nd, the lady from the 5th, and the gentleman from the 9th are excused. Alexa, I want to please stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Is there a motion to suspend the rules regarding the dress code?
So moved.
Moving a second to suspend the rules regarding the dress code. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Chair, I can't vote, but wish I could. Please, citizen comments. At this time, open up to citizen comments. Anyone here to speak on any of the items? There will be hearings on each one of these items as they come up. But if there are any citizen comments, please come forward, state your name and address. Anyone here to speak? Anyone here to speak? Seeing none, close the hearing. Please continue.
C, recommendations from the Committee on Licenses and Permits. C1, application of Eric Wadallis for a new operator's license with a recommendation from the city attorney to grant, subject to 25 demerit points. LP recommended to approve.
Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
4-0.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to concur with the recommendation license and permit on items C1 through C5 after being, C1 through C5 after being read in any necessary applicant hearings.
C1 through C5.
And
C2.
C5 was to deny, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir.
C2, application of Rachel Weir for a new operator's license with a recommendation from the city attorney to deny based on material police record and false application. LP recommended to approve 4-0.
Point of order, Mr. Mayor, I'm sorry. We need to just take C1, C2 no longer applies. I do apologize, sir.
Okay. So we're just going to do C1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At this time, open up to a hearing. Anyone here to speak on item C1, please come forward, state your name and address. 1 second, sir.
Microphone isn't on yet.
Go ahead.
My name is Eric Rodales. Address is 5100 30th Ave, Kenosha, Wisconsin, 53144. Just here for any questions.
Okay. We'll finish the hearing, and if there are some, we'll call you back up.
Awesome.
Anyone else on item C1? Anyone else? Seeing none, close the hearing. Motion on the floor is concurrence on C1. Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
C2, the applicant withdrew, correct?
Is it just to receive and file, or we just continue, Mr. City Attorney? They withdrew? Sorry.
They withdrew. The receive and file would be appropriate, but considering there's no more application because of withdrawn, if the council takes no action, I think that's appropriate too.
Okay. C3, please.
C3, application of Selena Barbosa Castillo for a new operator's license with a recommendation from the city attorney to grant, subject to 35 demerit points. LP recommended to approve 4-0.
Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I make a motion to approve items C3 through C5 after being read in any necessary public hearings.
C4, application of TK Kenosha LLC for a temporary outdoor extension of the Class B beer, Class B liquor license located at 7074th Street for an event on September 13, 2025, with no adverse recommendations from the Police Department. LP recommended to approve 4-0. Application of Sui Song for a new massage establishment license located at 3717 52nd Street with no adverse recommendations from the Police Department. LP recommended to deny 4-0.
Okay, at this time, open it up to a hearing. Anyone here to speak on C3, 4, or 5, please come forward, state your name and address.
Hi, my name is Selena Castillo. My address is 1205 58th Street, Kenosha, Wisconsin. I made a mistake on filling out my paperwork, but besides that hiccup, I'll take any other questions.
Okay, there may be some. We'll finish the hearing. If there are, we'll call you back up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else on C3, 4, or 5? Anyone else here to speak? Anyone else? Seeing none, close the hearing. Motion on the floor is concurrence on C3, 4, and 5. Any discussion? Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I need to abstain on C4. A family member has been employed by that establishment as of yesterday.
Okay, thank you, sir. Be noted. Anyone else? Seeing none. Motion on the floor is concurrence. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The gentleman from the 10th abstained on C4.
C5, application of Slores Group LLC located at 5703 6th Avenue with no adverse recommendations from the Police Department. A, parklet temporary outdoor extension. B, outdoor cafe area. LP recommended to approve 4-0.
Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I make a motion to approve item C5,
6.
or C6, thank you.
Moving to second to approve item C6. At this time, open up to a hearing. Anyone here speaking on item C6, please come forward, state your name and address.
Jenny Zerner, 10701 64th Street, Kenosha. Just here to answer any questions if there are any.
Thank you. Anyone else on item C6? Anyone else? Anyone else? Seeing none, close the hearing. Motion on the floor is to approve item C6. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Yeah.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
C7, applications of the Lawson and Porter Vintage Goods LLC located at 5000 7th Avenue with no adverse recommendations from the Police Department. A, new Class C liquor to be effective July 8, 2025. B, probationary cabaret license. C, outdoor dining area with extension. D, parklet temporary outdoor extension. LP recommended to approve 4-0.
Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I make a recommendation to concur with the, I make a motion to concur with the recommendation of license and permit. And just for a note, 7D was approved, subject to approval by Public Works and Community Development.
Okay, moved and seconded to concur on C7. At this time, open up to a hearing. Anyone here speaking on item C7, please come forward, state your name and address.
Tamara Zagorski, 7611 Fifth Avenue.
Michael Goffman, 7611 Fifth Avenue. Just here to answer any questions if needed.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else here to speak on C7? Anyone else? Anyone else? Seeing none, close the hearing. Motion on the floor is concurrence on C7. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
C8, application of Lawson and Porter Vintage Goods LLC for our outdoor dining area license located at 5000 7th Avenue with no adverse recommendations from the Police Department. LP recommended to deny 4-0.
Gentleman from the 10th.
I make a motion to concur with the recommendation of license permit to deny.
Second.
Moving and seconded to deny. At this time, we'll open up to a hearing. Anyone here speak on item C8, please come forward, state your name and address. Anyone here to speak? Any? You can, if you want.
Tamara Zagorski, 7611 Fifth Avenue. If you have any questions.
Okay, there may be some. Anyone else here to speak on C8? Anyone else? Anyone else? Seeing none, close the hearing. Motion on the floor is concurrence, correct, Mr. Chair? Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you. And just for the council to understand, the reason we're denying C8 is because the actions we're taking in C7. So the C8 was a backup for them. Because of the actions we're taking in C7, we don't need to do C8, but it's agended, so we need to vote it down.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. I don't see the motion on the screen here, unless I'm missing something. Okay. Motion on the floor is to concur on C8. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
C9, application of AJ's Restaurant and Deli and Drinks LLC for a new Class B beer, Class B liquor license located at 3823 22nd Avenue upon surrender of a similar license from Sabor Latino Restaurant, Inc. to be effective July 8, 2025, with no adverse recommendations from the Police Department. LP recommended to approve 4-0.
Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I make a motion to approve C9 through C12 after being read and to concur with the recommendation of license and permit on C9 through C12 after being read in any necessary public hearings.
C10, application of Tapas and Tango LLC for a Class C liquor license located at 2325 52nd Street to be effective July 8, 2025, with no adverse recommendations from the Police Department. LP recommended to approve 4-0. C11, renewal applications for Class B beer, Class B liquor license with no adverse recommendations from the Police Department. A, the Interstate Lone Wolf LLC. B, POY Inc. LP recommended to approve 4-0. C12, application of Rosamy Rodriguez Gutierrez for a new yearly peddler stand located at 8730 22nd Avenue with no adverse recommendations from the Police Department. LP recommended to approve 4-0.
Okay, at this time, open up to a hearing. Anyone here speak on C9 through C12, please come forward, state your name and address.
Randy Mustiff, 2402 16th Place, Kenosha, Wisconsin, AJ's Restaurant and Deli. Just here to answer any questions.
Okay, there may be some. If there are, we'll call you back up.
Thanks.
Anyone else on C9 through C12? Anyone else? Anyone else? Seeing none, close the hearing. Motion on the floor is concurrence. Gentleman from the 7th.
I need to abstain from C11B. Applicant is family.
Okay, thank you, sir. We will note that. Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Through the chair's position to the city clerk, in reference to C11B, when can they pick up that application or that license?
There's no hold, so he can have it tonight.
Thank you so much for your efficiency.
Okay, anyone else? Seeing none, motion on the floor is concurrence on C9 through C12. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Very quickly, Mayor's comments. I do want to, first of all, I want to thank all the council for your flexibility in being in here tonight. Despite the white T-shirt, you look great, Alderman Haugard. I do appreciate everybody's flexibility, and I also want to thank all of the applicants here. Technology is wonderful, just got to work right. So I'm glad we were able to pull this together and not cause any more delays for you. So thank you for your patience with us as we took care of that, and thank you to everybody for being here tonight. Anyone else? Alderperson's comments. Moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor say aye. Aye. We stand adjourned. Thank you again, everybody.